Hello, good evening everyone. Good day, good morning, maayong gabi, maayong buntag, maayong adlaw sa tanan. Mianasad ko trying to share sa akong mahimo, sa akong nakatunan nga gamay. Ang atong topic karon is about the immune system. Sa akong last video, ang akong gi-discuss is what is more what kills more, the virus or your fear? So, it's all about understanding nga naatay own defenses. So, your fear of coronavirus, ang topic before is the fear of coronavirus can kill you more than the virus itself. So, karon ang akong gustong i-share sa inyo is about the immune system. Actually, the subject of the immune system is very broad, but I will try as much as I could nga masimplify na siya para sa tao. Why? Because ang fear ang mitabon sa tao karong panahon na. Why ning try ko sa akong best na mo-share og videos ninyo? Because akong nakita ang fear sa tao, which is global scale. Global scale. It's not nga, I don't know ako personally, after understanding all this stuff nga, number one, mamatay man dyan ang tao. So, unsa may mga hadlukan? If it's your time, it's your time. Pero ina nilang siya. Deal with what is given to you. Kung unsa gihatag sa magbubuhat nimo, deal with it. Be thankful and take care of it. So, ang gihatag sa atong magbubuhat is the built-in immune system. Ang thrust sa atong part is how to take care of it. But you cannot take care of something you do not understand, right? So, unsa man din ang immune system? Basically, technically, complex ni siya nga network of cells and protein. Pero kung imo gyud ni siya, to simplify it, para ma-simplify na to, masabdan sa kadaghanan ug unsa din ang immune system. Imagine na nasulod sa imong lawas kana sila yung mga military. Kung sa nasod pa, sila ang military networks. The networks of your defense. Diba? Department of Defense. Kumbaga mo na yung departamento sa imong depensa. Just like the president, diba? Siya ang chief of staff. Sa imong self, ikaw ang chief of staff sa imong immune system. Now, ang imuhang immune system are simply, kumbaga, i-compare na to. I will put this in analogy para masabtan sa tao. Ibutang na to og ganang sa yuta na ay mga military. Sa dagat, naval force. Sa himpapawid, na ay gitawag na to air force. So, these three forces are, in one term, the defense network. Mauna siya exactly comparable sa imong immune system. So, ang nakalahi lang, of course, is cellular, while this is individual ang akong i-compare. But basically, it all works almost the same way. Why? Okay. Ang imong immune system, nana siya communication line, nana sila front lines, kumbaga platoon. So lain-lain na siya. So ang first nga kanang mo fight sa battle kung may mga intruders. Kaya nga atong intruders sa every day, every seconds of our lives, natay intruders ka ng fungi, bacteria, viruses every day. We are facing the battle. And our defense system is always at war. Mas may paganing Pilipinas, kay mo relax pa. Bisag na ay silent war with the NPAs for 50 years. Ang ato ang depensa every day of our lives are working 24/7 as long as you breathe. Kaya imong gi-breathe nga hangin, it could be possible nga naay bacteria in it. It could be possible nga naay mga dust, na ay mga fungi or viruses that is going through the pathways. So every second of your life, your body is battling with the war. That is how your immune system works, 24/7. You need to know this to relieve yourself from panic. Okay? So, think, kabantay mo, kung ang presidente, dili niya i-take care ang iyang military, ang iyang forces, not just the military, the naval, the air force, all these forces. Kung di niya i-take care, the possibility is, posible nga kanish sila either mag-rebelde, we call the coup d'etat. Sa lawas, muna siya dili man na siya matawag og disease. Muna siya autoimmune deficiency. That is autoimmune deficiency nga ako i-discuss along the way. And I hope I can be thorough with this because sa una na akong video na ay nag-comment na ko nga nice unta pero taas lang kayo. So as much as possible, I want to be quick with my video para lang matagan mong overview. So I already defined the immune system. Then unsa may mga parts sa atong immune system? Para masabtan ninyo, basically there are 5 basic parts that actually these are just interrelating or coordinating with each other. So, ang first is the lymphatic system. So, siguro kung di mo familiar sa term, you don't need to think of it the technical way. You think of it kanang imagining sa atong defense system diri kanang sa nasod, just like it. Like the military, lain siyang function, ang naval force, lain siyang function, ang Air Force, lain siyang function, but the primary function is defense. Pero ang ilaha, lain dili function, designation. So, military, land, naval, sa dagat, Air Force, sa hangin. So, but they work in a coordinated way. So, naa sila communication, naa sila intelligence, di ba? Basically, it's just the same way how your immune function works. Okay? So, ang first line of defense sa tao, mauto sila'y gitawag na to o sa, which is present in our white blood cells. The T cells, the B cells, and the natural killer cells. So, kung naay mo pasok ng intruders, ang unang mga matay, kinis lang mga natural killer cells. Kaya sila man ni siya, bakbakan man ni sila everyday. So, maupo na siya ang katong mga front lines na to, ng mga batalyon nga nakigyera. These are comparable to NK cells, the natural killer cells. So, inana na siya. Then, ang ilang intelligence ani, actually, mauni siya ang kanang mo-identify. So, there are cells that identifies which is an intruder and which is not. So, muna siya, kung sa force na to, kanang sa defense department, gitawag sila intelligence. Diri sa tua, kanang ang communication will go with kanang gitawag na tog cytokine na sila signaling system, the signaling molecule. So ang iyang function is muhatag siya signal nga naay intruder, naay virus, naay bacteria. So mo function dahil mo lihok dahil, for example, if the antibodies is needed, mo produce siya og toxins iyang hiluan, things of the sort. Ang natural killer cells bakbakan ng iyaha, di ba? Pero ang first line of defense nato will work 4 to 7 days. Pag dili siya for example, dili mamatay ang virus, di mamatay ang bacteria, ang atong immune system magsugod na siya, gitawag na siya og kanang passive immunity. No, not the passive. There are two kinds of immunity, my good. I forgot the active and the sa term ana nila ay ato lang ko anan ang technical terms para di ta masayo. So nag-take note ko diri para sa inyo ha. But di ni na ko okay. Adaptive the term there is adaptive immunity. So ang innate immunity mag-start, for example, nagani infection, mo signal na ang lawas dayon. Inig signal, ang response, ang immune response sa lawas is tasan niya ang temperature para mamatay ang bacteria. Muna siyang mag-fever ang tao. So that is one of the immune response sa lawas. Tapos, di ba kung masamad mo, na may murag white blood, tapos iyang i-enclose mo na mong hubag siya. Actually, iyang i-enclose ang bacteria. So muna na siya para nga dili siya ang bacteria di makakanap sa imong lawas kung dili ma-contain niya within there. So muna siya defense sa lawas. I mean, response sa immune system. Munang kung naamoy hubag, meaning naa siya kanang infection nga makita ninyo na ay gi-contain nga bacteria or mostly it's bacteria. Kang ang virus wa man kinabuhi. Ang bacteria naaman, so iyan ang i-contain. So that is an immune response. Another immune response, for example, maka-feel ang mga atching ang tao, signal na siyang imong immune is na ay intruders. So iyang ipagawas. For example, mapuling ka. When something goes into your eye, bantay mo, magluha mo, because that is a response. Ang tears, kanang mangihi mo, basically that's a way to detoxify pagawasan sa mong sistema. Our body is performing its defense every day. So lain-lain o ganang kabantay mo mag bowel movement kanang magkalibang yapa inon dayon og pampa stop sa kalibang. Actually, supposedly dili na siya dapat. Ang imo lang is to replenish the minerals nga mawala, madrain sa imong lawas. Kay ngano ang makaluya sa tao because of mineral loss sa bowel movement. Pero ang tao kay mahadlok, hala pa inon og pampaghahi, masa na siya. But truth is, di ginunta na siya ang dapat. Kay immune response na sa lawas nga gipagawas kay na ay toxic load sa imong sistema. Pero because mahadlok ta kay maluya, ma-hospital, instead of doing the right approach, responding it right, i-replenish ang imong mineral loss, water, manawa, ang tao kay kibaw ka sa medical nga perspective, nun kag, sorry, I don't want to be, sana siya, kay ako ba ng kumbaga ako ng career before, not really before, because until now sa mga tao nga ganahan jud og mga synthetic medicines, I still give them ideas. Kaya ganahan magiging sila, di ba? Pero, me personally, I don't use. Because I'm more on natural approaches. So, more on naturopathy ko than the medical approaches right now, ha? If you are my friend, but if you're the type of person who are so dependent with what you know with the system, well, I can deal with you the same way. Pero, if you are a friend, a family, and if you believe that the real cure is in nature, then I can teach you how. As far as my learning is concerned and my experience, because maybe in some videos next time I can tell you why I am this passionate about health. If you notice, the name of my channel is Hiwi, ha. I want to talk about health because that is the one that is I used to have been so deprived with. Wealth, of course, then happiness. These are the three things that I want to share with people, and I keep learning myself. In a way, we're off track. We'll get back to our topic. So, I define to you what is immune system with the analogy. I hope it's clear with those people na unsa mo yung immune system, no? So, it's just analogous to the defense department. Now, the parts of our immune system, I was number one, lymphatic system, which this system reacts with the bacteria. Kung may mga cancer, muna siya mo deal sa mga cancer cells. So, actually, they can function, but I cannot go into the details of which. Then, number two is antibodies, katong mo produce og toxins. Iyang hiluhon ang mga bacteria, something of that sort. And then the complement system complements with the work of the antibodies. The fourth is the spleen. And then, actually, ang spleen, mo na siya filter sa mga blood. Yang kung ano ang mga old and damaged blood. So, muna yung function. Then, the thymus, muna siya tig-produce og katong mga T cells, katong mga frontline na mga immune cells. And then, and by the way, I will tell you why it's very dangerous for people age 65 pataas with this coronavirus threat that they are fearing. It's because the thymus mawala siya at age 65. I mean, mo shrink siya from birth to age 65, mo shrink siya until it won't function anymore. So, on an average at age 65, wala na siya kapuslanan. It doesn't function as it used to do. So, another is the bone marrow. So, the bone marrow is the center for manufacturing your white blood cells, your red blood cells, your platelets. So, if you do not have that good bone marrow, it will be difficult for you, like I do. So, our immune system depends on basically four. The halo. What's on a halo? HALO. The health, the age, the lifestyle, and occupation. So, if your health is up, then your immune system is simply functioning well and fine. But if your health is down, your immune function, your immune system basically loses its force. Parehara good na sa Pilipinas. Gamay ra ato ang military, I mean, not just military, mo itong ma-mention, but gamay ra atong forces. So, kung daghan kay kag intruders, dili na niya kayang i-cope up ang intrusion. So, kung health, na health issues, so ang imong immune function, maka-focus dito. So, you need to place back the equilibrium before you will have an immune system imbalance. Okay? Then age. So, younger, like infants, very prone because di pa kayo developed ang immune system. Up to probably like 18 years old, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So, ang full functionality, naka-adjust na ang iyang system. So, okay na ang iyang immune system until age 65. Pag 65 pataas, mo deplete na po. So, in between 18 and 65, fine. Normal na ka ng individuals. Pero, kung abnormal jud from the start, dili na siya. It doesn't belong to what I'm talking about. Because normally, between 18 and 65 is the optimum age for immune system working best. And then, the lifestyle. So, unsang lifestyle na ka? Do you sleep normally like at least 8 hours a day? Do you exercise? Do you think positive? Unsa klase sa lifestyle? I mean, mag-wonder mo anong thinking positive is a lifestyle. Yes, of course. It is part of the lifestyle. Kaya kung ano man siya. For example, your expression dictates mo good. Anyway, I will go into the details of that emotion thing and its impact on immune system in different videos maybe. So for now, the lifestyle that we'll be dealing with is, meaning, for example, sigarilyo, that's a no-no for your immune system. Inom ka alcoholic drinks, it's a no-no. Tapos, like for example, you're so exposed to unionizing radiation, and almost everyone is using that every day. Cellphone, tawag, bisag di kinahanglanon. Kibaba mo pila ka hertz, on an average is 600 to 800 hertz every time mo tawag mo, and that is damaging, interrupting the signals inside you, the frequency inside you, which I will be discussing also in separate videos, the brain science, the neuroscience, and this sciences around the world. Anyway, later. So, the lifestyle. Ang imong gikaon, unsa man nga klase, basig mga junk, not healthy foods. So, that will affect your immune system. Now, your occupation as well. What is your occupation? Basin og ka ng front lines ka sa medical industry. No, not necessarily medical industry. The hospital industry, I mean. Like, magatubang ka pirmi o pasyente. So, kung masakiton siya, chances are, either, ay mo kalimot ha, the illness is not only physical. Ang physical is just an expression of the true illness inside you, which is either physiological, psychological, or environmental ang cause. So, kung imong occupation, bisan pag naapa ka sa mental industry, it will affect your immune system. Even when you hear a friend complaining of these things, complaining of those things, events, diba? Maglagot ka, ma-stress niya. Mo create na siya ganang pressure. Munang uban, ma-high blood, diba? Actually, whatever your occupation, nga exposed ka sa mga masakiton or stressful or unsa na nga kaya na ganing types of occupation that is high risk, which mo create sa imong stress emotionally or whatever, tapos will impact your physical as well, and the impact in your physiology will, of course, is kuan na siya kuan na sa imong immune system. Kumbaga kanang maskin katubang ka everyday o mga pasyente, whether bacterial ang cause, viral ang cause. So, di ba, it could be detrimental also sa imong immune function. Kay, posible ka mahawaan. Like karon sa pangitabo karon with the virus right now, di ba? Nga gikahadlukan sa tanang tao, dili siguro tanan, no? Kuan mo affect na sa imong immune system. Again, your immune function is dependent on your health, your age, your lifestyle, and your occupation. So, nakadungog na tag-immunization, di ba? Kasagaran sa mga bata. So, unsa man din ang immunization? Actually, gikopyara nila ang body response sa tao. O sa laboratory, nag-create sila o viruses, bacteria, nga itusok sa imuha, i-inject, para nga ang imong lawas, iyan na tong i-identify as your own. So, kung naay intruder nga bacteria like that, for example, rabies, anti-rabies, di ba? Anti-vaccination for rabies. Actually, it's rabies. Gi-inject sa imong lawas. Polio is the same. Polio na siya nga bacteria. Gi-inject sa imong lawas. Actually, when you talk of vaccination, gi-immune. Unsa man din ang immune? Na-immune naman ko sa kong silingan. Unsa man din ang term na immune? Nasanay na ka ba? So, gisanay ra imo ko. But the thing, the setback of it, kung dili imong lawas, makakaya sa gitusok sa imong, gipa-immune imong system, imbis wa kay sakit, masakit ka. Kay dili kaya sa imong lawas. That is the setbacks na wala gi-publish. And it's so sad. Ang nahimong lab rats ang third world countries. It's reality, but it's not so much published. Not so covered by media, where people often tune in for their information. You research it yourself. And correct me if I'm wrong. Pero as far as I know, that's it. That's what triggers my interest in learning naturopathy and homeopathy. Anyway, layo na taas na gyapon ako ng mga video. How to take care of your immune system. Actually, na ako i-list down diri. It's very basic. Ang kanang gitudlo karon sa kuan. Ang gitudlo karon sa World Health Organization is basically the basic way of carrying your immune system. When they say don't smoke, so para sa mga smokers diha, you are so prone sa coronavirus, kaya ngunang atake lungs, kung hina na dan mong lungs, ikay ka. Number 2, eat a diet high in vitamins and minerals. Now, speaking of vitamins and minerals, the best vitamins probably for the immune system is the vitamin C, vitamin D. The best pa gawas ka sa adlaw before 7 o'clock kay okay pa duhay mong makuang good thing diha, vitamin D and infrared, which I will be discussing in separate videos about infrared, about vitamin D, whatever is that. Then another is vitamin C, vitamin B6. Actually, ang B6 supports biological reaction of the system. I cannot detail you today. Then the vitamin E is powerful antioxidant, but Remember always, everything that is too much and everything that is too less is never good. So make sure to have it at optimum level of supplementation. Then the minerals, of course, our body needs more than 50 trace minerals every day. So you need to ask your nutritionist or the person who knows about vitamins and minerals. Or you can Google at the tip of your finger, everything is there. But the sad thing is, there are truth and there are false in Google. You don't know which to filter. You only have to use your common sense, which works best in your mind. And then number 3, exercise regularly. Ang atong exercise starts with your thoughts and your body, because maybe later I'll give you another video uh, showing you how your mind impacts your immune system. Not maybe showing you, telling you, because I cannot show you, telling you how your mind impacts how much your immune system. So the physical exercise is only one, but the mental exercise works the best. Number 4 is maintain a healthy weight. So kung overweight ka like I do, aim to get back to balance, because if your weight is heavier than normal, you are so prone to the weakening of your immune system. So obese today, be careful with the coronavirus. Then number 5, do not drink or take brain altering substances, or be moderate with it. So brain altering substances, number 1 is of course alcohol and drugs. Karon ang even Facebook is brain altering. It's not to be drink. Anyway, there are so many brain altering out there. But what I'm trying here is substance. What I'm trying to say is substance. So be careful with it, because if it alters your brain signals, it will affect your immune system. Then number 6 is get adequate sleep. Actually, sleeping is institute na sa magbubuhat para sa panahon pag-repair sa nga damage while you were awake. So kung di ka matugog sakto, there's no repair for all those damage caused on the pressures, on the stresses when you were awake. Dali ra ka matiguang. Okay lang kung dali matiguang. Ang problema diha, if your immune system gets weak, then you're close to death. So dili ang virus, again I emphasize, dili ang virus ang makamatay, ang weakened immune system. Number 7 is be hygienic. Uban karon magsigig panghunaw og alcohol, actually it's antibacterial, it's not antiviral. Basig ma-immune pa noon mo ana, or mga sunog pa noon mo. But I'm not discouraging, of course, pero mo develop ra gyapon ng immunity sa inyong system the more you wash alcohol. Actually, supposedly more kag maging alcoholic in later time. Kay ma-absorb man na sa inyong skin, and then when you are alcoholic, one of these days ang inyong receptors, kung panahon na nga kinahanglan ninyo og kanang mga like anesthesia, dili na kay na siya kadulot. But it's your choice, inyo na. Ako di kay ko tig alcohol, I'd rather wash my hands with water. And then number 8 is consciously breathe at least 5 minutes. Maglibog niya mo nga nung yun ko nga breathe at least 5 minutes every day, nag-breathe man. I emphasize the word consciously. Breathe. Like deep breathing. you need to have an oxygen well distributed throughout the system. Even 5 minutes, you count 1 to 50, 1 to 100. Focus on your breathing, not anything else. You will see the result. It will be amazing when you wake up and when before you sleep. It helps for your immune system. Number 9 is think good. Fearing is not good. It will harm your immune system. But think positive, feel good, be grateful, and then take a dose. I will do video for next, maybe dose. This is about receptors. These are receptors in chemical. This is I mean these are chemicals that the immune system works with, the binding receptor, like dopamine. Dopamine. D stands for dopamine. O for oxytocin. Actually, our body produces more than 100 plus receptors. Then oxytocin, and then serotonin, and then endorphins. So take a dose every day. I'll share to you what is this dose, maybe in the next video. For hundreds of uh, receptors in our immune system, I will discuss four. The dose: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Maybe in the next video, I'll try my best. So how this dose can impact or boost your immune system. So these are receptors that is connected with cytokines, or the signaling molecules in your system. Di ba niingon ko ninyo nga ang immune system is just like military. Ang cytokine di ay mo rin na siya og kanang radio man. Siya mo hatag og signal nga nata intruders. So ang front lines dayon ready for the battle. Ina na ra siya. So ang front lines, again, the NK cells, or the natural killer cells, the T cells, the B cells. These are the frontliners of our battle every day. The cytokines are the signaling molecules. These are signaling protein. Anyway, I cannot go into the details of those technical terms. Kay basig magdugo atong ilong ana. Anyway, I hope I share to you something of value today. And if, like my last video, wa man ko'y cut, wa ko'y edits, na notice na ko nga na ay mga errors in terminologies, I apologize for that. If this time I also have errors with my terminologies, my apology again, and I'm willing to stand corrected. And please provide for me good argument to prove me wrong. Thank you so much, and have a great day.